Hi there. It is Sunday at Freedom Acres. So, I don't know if you can, I assume you can. You can hear all the chimes chiming, and you may hear the wind blowing because it is about to storm. Thunderstorms on the way any minute now. That's kind of how it's going to play right now. But I and my little friend Gracie here, who seems to love to hang out in my sweatshirt, Gracie and I are here to give you some really good news. So if you've been watching, you will know that Tigra, the feral cat that I rescued and took in and lived with me for 10 months. Tigra escaped several weeks ago. There was an episode that happened between the door, the wind, Gracie, Tigra, and out she went. So, and I had done everything that I humanly, physically knew to do, and then I just played let go and let goddess. I handed it up. And I proceeded to begin to sleep again and take care of myself because I had been quite a mess, and I was up walking all night long in 20-degree weather and with a flashlight and hunting for her and calling her and not even knowing if she was on the property. Just saying my prayers is how that ended up going. And then on Thursday night, now this is 17 days later, 20-degree weather out, raining several different times, not a peep from little Tigra. Thursday night around sunset, I'm looking out this way, sitting here in my rocker, and I'm doing my sunset calling, which sounds like Tigra, here baby, baby, kitty, 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 tiggy, 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 every name that I'd ever called her, peacefully, calmly, encouragingly, lovingly, and I spot something that's a little in front of me, and it's enough dusk that it's a little bit difficult to see what's what. I had cut down a bunch of branches earlier in the day, and I couldn't tell. Looked kind of like the branches, so I was kind of staring at this object out there, and the object moved. And then the object very slowly, very cautiously continued to move in my direction. And I saw that it had 4 white paws. It was Tigra. It was Tigra. And she slowly kind of slinked up, you know, because those of you that have had cats, you know, there's a slink. It's a cautious slink. She slinked up and she walked up on the first stair. She walked up on the second stair. She walked up on the third stair. And I had food and water sitting on the deck itself that's level with the third stair. And there she was. She slinked up to the food, looking at me with big eyes the whole time, and proceeded to start to eat. And she ate and ate and ate and ate and ate and ate and ate, and then she slinked back down the stairs, went around the corner, and disappeared. And then, about 15 minutes later, she showed up coming from the other side of the house, and once again slinked up, cautiously watching me, because I think that it's she's back in feral mode, and even though she knows me, she's not sure at this point in time. I think she might think that I will try to take her freedom away from her. on Freedom Acres. Imagine that. So she slinked back up and she ate some more. And this went on for 3 or 4 times. And then at some point, she drank a little water and she rounded the corner, and the next thing I knew, she was meowing from behind the house on the other section. It's over here in the photo right now. So she she rounded the corner and I heard her meowing. Now, if you'll remember, when she first came to my house where I was living in Tampa, we followed a similar process. She wanted nothing to do with me. When the gentleman that delivered her to me, she wanted nothing to do with me. I gave her her own room so she can feel safe. And, you know, she avoided me, but she did start eating. And then at some point, several months later, she began kind of coming closer to me, and at some point, she rubbed up against my leg. But this was months down the road. So, I have no expectation of anything at this point in time. But, oh my God. Number one, she's alive. And whether she's been here on the property the whole time or not, who knows? She is skinnier than when she left, but she's alive. And she came back, and granted it wasn't necessarily for me, but she came back for food, which means she knows how to get back here to the house and to the deck. And maybe all those people that have said to me, she's there on the property and she's just watching you and she's trying to decide if she can trust you again. Maybe that's how it goes. So that was Thursday night. And then, no, I'm so sorry, that was Friday night. And then last night, Saturday night, around the same point in time, she showed up again. She comes from over here. She slinked up again. We did that dance of eat some, go away for a while, come back. But she ate more, like she was gobbling it down. And she seemed at least comfortable sitting there on the deck. Like she was more focused on the eating than on checking me out every few seconds. And she wandered around on the other side of the deck. She checked out the other side of the deck. At one point, she jumped off the deck onto the other side. And then a few minutes later, she came back to the front of the deck and jumped up between the bottom railing and the deck, like just bloop, back on the deck, and explored that whole corner, and then came back to eat a little more. And then she left. And once again, kind of on her way back to wherever it is over here that she must be staying at night. I don't know where that could be, but wherever it is, on her way away from the house, she meowed again. So, I am so grateful. I'm just so grateful. I'm grateful the kid is alive. I get that she probably has not eaten as well as she did when she lived with me, when I fed her twice a day and all of her goodies that she loved. But she's eating here. And it seems that her preference is sunset dinner for one. I am here at the crack of dawn still. So I'm here at sunrise, and I do put food down for her then, but she doesn't seem to come around then. It seems to be kind of that same time every day. Now, which here in Florida, that is sometime between 6 and 6:15ish. It's like dusk, and it's kind of moving into darkness. So I just wanted to share with you how exciting that is. And of course, I will keep reporting. As a matter of fact, there's at least one video, and I might put 2 videos out here of her wolfing the food down, drinking her water. So if you're a real cat fan and you wanna see her, then check out the shorts. I made sure both of them are shorts, so you don't have to be there with her for long, but you can be with her as much as you want. And I thank you guys again for all your prayers and your intentions and your good wishes. I know that all of that created enough beautiful energy that she, you know, she came back. So, have I done anything else this week other than working on my taxes? No. Because the whole first part of the week I was still, you know, I was working, and then, you know, when I wasn't working, I was still kind of walking the property. So now I've got kind of one eye open in the middle of the night, thinking that maybe she will come to the door and meow. I'm a little afraid to open the door right this second because usually Grace is inside and I don't want Gracie to scare her off. And there'll be a moment though where I have it that she will feel more comfortable. And if she decides she wants to be an indoor-outdoor cat, so be it. As long as I know that she's getting fed and that, you know, she's somehow keeping herself safe, which she managed to do for 17 days. So I say she's a pretty smart feral cat. So that's the exciting news for this week. I don't know what will get done here on Freedom Acres this coming week. You never know. There's always surprises here at Freedom Acres. And it did warm up just a touch, but as you can tell, it's about ready to storm. So, Gracie and I, come on Gracie, this is the part where you join in with me. So Gracie and I, we send you freedom for yourself and your life. Gosh, freedom is such an interesting thing, isn't it? I want everybody to have the experience of freedom. And I really do get with everything that's happened with Tigra that allowing those beings that we love to have freedom is a challenging thing because we think we know better. But everybody's freedom is their own freedom. So we send you freedom for yourself and your life, however that is for you. And as always, we send you tons and tons and tons of just infinite love. Because that's actually the real deal right there. It's what actually I think we are here to learn about. So we will see you again next week, and maybe there'll be more Tigra stories, and maybe I'll actually get back to work on the property if the weather holds out for us. So thanks. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.